Welcome back, IP1. I hope you're doing well, you're staying safe, and you're staying home. Today, we are having a review for our class. So please listen carefully and we go through the review together. This is lesson number 10. And let's get into it. First, what is a computer? You can use a computer to do work. Also, you can have fun and play games with a computer. Computers work by combining hardware and software. So this is a computer. These are hardwares. So hardware, you can see the object and you can touch the hardware. So you can touch it with your hand. There are types of hardware computers such as monitor, hard disk, CPU, RAM, mouse, keyboard, printer, and so on. So these are some of them. Monitor, laptops, tablets, the monitor is pre-built in the system and there is no separate hardware installed in the device. So it's all in a compact form. It's only one. It's not too many hardwares. That's why it's a laptop. There are two types of computer monitors, which are CRT and LCD. And this is a difference. You probably have not seen the right one before, maybe you're too young for that, but the left one you definitely have seen. CPU, Central Processing Unit. This is the CPU, which is an important part of the computer, and it interprets and execute most of the commands using the computer parts and software and hardware. So basically, in simple way to explain to you, it's the main brain of the computer that if you don't have this, the computer will not work. So it's a very important part. All parts inside the computer inside the computer we have wires and circuits which help to run the computer better and work better. We have the motherboard. The motherboard is the center. At the center of what makes the PC work. The motherboard acts also as a brain to the computer. RAM, which is random access memory. The processing speed of a RAM is much faster than the hardware. But RAM is a device that makes the computer shut down, and all the information will, like when the computer shuts down, all the information, they will keep it and they will store it. And it will be wiped out from the RAM. But hard disk it stores the data permanently. So what you can remember is RAM, when you shut down the computer, it will delete those information. And hard disk is what it keeps the data permanently in the device. So it stores the information and processes the information. This is the RAM. This is the hard disk. It stores data and it's pre-installed in the CPU or can be used external also. And as I mentioned, hard disk will store the data will be stored permanently in the hard disk. and it does not wipe out when the system is shut down. So, hard drive, storage device responsible for storing permanent and temporary data. This data comes in many different forms, but is essentially anything saved or installed to a computer. For example, computer programs, family, photos, operating system, Word, processing documents, and so on. So this is the hard drive. GPU, or graphics processing unit. Important for 3D rendering, the GPU does exactly what its name suggests and processes huge batches of graphic data. You will find that your computer's GPU or graphics card has at least one GPU. So your graphics card has at least one GPU. Now let's talk about Paint 3D, graphics and 3D modeling application, which is a refreshed version of Paint or Microsoft Paint, which we learned before. So when you open the Paint, if you remember correctly, you will get a page that you can choose how you want to open it, and you can usually start with a new page. It depends what you want, but I always start with a new page because I want to create a new drawing. But if you already have a drawing and you want to continue drawing on that, you can simply just open that. So let's say you choose a new project and you start and you get this white plane of work, this would be your work plane, and all the tools and features are available on the top, which is here. So you can see the brushes, 2D shapes, 3D shapes, stickers, text, effects, canvas, and 3D library, and also such tools such as select, crop, magic select, 3D view, zoom in, zoom out, and etc. Also on the top left corner, you would see the menu toolbar, which you can go, and there's some extra tools there. Also, you can save your file from there. This is the editing panel on the right, which changes based on the tool that you have chosen on the top. So for example, at the moment we chose brushes. Here we chose brushes on the top, and here you can see the different types of brushes. To paste image, go to menu, open, and browse for the image you want. Or just copy and paste it into the page. You can edit your size. You can edit your image size, rotate, and move. So you can size it, rotate it, and move it. Once applied, you can't move it anymore. So you have to be careful. Before you leave it on your screen, you make sure the position is okay. You can give specific sizes. You can undo with Control Z on your keyboard. So this is important. Don't forget, you can use shortcuts to be faster. such as Control Z, which you can undo. You can see some extra options on the right to choose the size of the page and all the details that you might need. Brushes. You can click and drag and to draw freehand. You can choose type of brush, thickness, and opacity. So here are the brushes, different types of brushes. Here is the thickness. Thickness means how thick the line should be. Should it be this thick, this thick, this thick, very thin? How thick do you think you need your brush? Opacity is how solid or how dark should be the color. Like, should it be like super solid color, like really deep, like you cannot see through it? Or if you make the opacity very low, you draw the brush and you still can see through the color. You can see the background of that. That is opacity. 2D shapes. You can draw exact 2D lines, curves, and regular objects by going to the 2D shapes and choosing any shape or freehand hand drawing from here. And you can have the detailed editing, and you have the detailed editing here on the right. So when you draw the 2D shapes, you have it on the right-hand corner for the details, such as fill in, stroke color, size, opacity. You can also rotate or flip. Stickers. You can import ready icons. All 2D shapes will become part of the drawing after you apply it, and it will not be editable. You can use make 3D to make a 2D shape into a 3D shape. So what I mean is, if you click this 2D, this is a 2D shape here, this star is a 2D shape, and you click this and you click on make 3D, it will make it as a 3D shape. "3D library" provides ready 3D shapes. So you go to 3D library and you have these vast majority of options that you can use, and they are all 3D shapes. You can reshape, resize, and scale the 3D shapes. The Z-axis helps to adjust the shapes on the plane. So by using this symbol, you can bring your 3D shape more front or more to the back. 3D view. It helps you to see the page as the 3D version. To draw a 3D object from beginning, you go to the 3D objects and create your own model. So you can go to 3D object here, and you can choose different shapes and freehand drawing and create your own shape or object. You can create an octopus, you can create a fish, or whatever you need. Using 3D Doodle will create freehand 3D drawings using the tube brush, which you can adjust. So these are the Doodle drawings that can help you to do freehand drawings as a 3D. These are the different shapes and options for the tubes. So you can choose which style do you need. Sharp edge and soft shape 3D brush can help you to create customized shape. So these two on the right is the sharp edge and soft edge. And this is the difference how it looks. For sharp edge and soft edge, the sharp edge will be obviously more sharp, which is on the right hand side here. And the soft edge will be obviously more soft, which is on the top left. Using the options on the right panel, you can choose specific colors that you need. You can rotate by 90 degrees by using these two symbols here. You can flip it. You can flip your picture by using these two symbols. So these two symbols are important. Don't forget, you need to use it to flip your object. You can draw on a 3D surface with 2D tools using brush, for example. You also can use other 2D tools on the 3D shapes, such as stickers or shapes. Paint 3D doesn't have complex 3D forms, but you can create them yourself using different shapes like spheres, cylinders, and etc. And you can select them and group them. So once you do, you can create an octopus or any shape that you desire or you need. Text, you can add 2D text and 3D text in Paint 3D. You can have more options for color. Also, you can choose the size you need. And lastly, you can choose the font size that you need. Font style that you need. Drag and click on the area you want to be able to type in. Also, you can edit the thickness of the text and make it bold, underline, or tilt. Adjust the text as you need. In effects, you can change the light direction. With canvas, you can choose to hide the 2D surface. Click on the mixed reality. It lets you to see your 3D shape in the room using your webcam. Also, you can turn off your webcam and see the existing environments. Go to menu and click Save As to save your file. You will have to choose how to save it, as an image, a 3D model, or paint project. So now we have arrived to the homework. So please do your homework. So there is a worksheet on Google Forms. This is the link. You open this link, okay? The one I have attached for you here. You open it and use this link to answer all the questions and click submit at the end of the page. There is no need. So you don't need, you do not need to post anything on e-learning system for this homework. I will get the results from the Google Forms. So for today's homework, for the review, you just do this website and you submit it on the Google Forms. You just click submit. So you answer all the questions and finish it. This homework is due to 28th of January. So please finish it by that time. That's all for today. Thank you. So I'll click on it. You just click on it and you go to the website. You see IP1. You answer all the questions and you submit. Okay. That's all for today. I hope you're staying safe and I hope to see you in next class. Take care and do your homeworks. Bye bye.